Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? Happy Valentine's Day. Well, if you happen to watch in the next 40 minutes, because it's 11:20 right now. It's been a while. I have been kind of just, I've been watching videos, but I just haven't been recording anything. There's been a lot going on, and I will get into it. To start things off, I had my surgery back on September 15th, 2016. So this was my 5 month anniversary since my surgery. At my highest weight, I was 260 pounds. The day of my surgery, I was 254, so I had lost about 6 pounds. And today, I'm not exactly sure how much I weigh. I think I've been teetering between 211 and 212 and a half for a few weeks. And so that takes me as a total loss of about 48 to 49 pounds, depending on the day. And I should mention I'm 5'2". So I think I've been avoiding videos for different reasons. At first, it started out because I didn't feel like I had that much to update. Because you get into the routine and nothing like remarkably different was happening with me. But then eventually, it just became like a source of frustration in a way. So before I start, I'm very grateful that I got the surgery. It was by far one of the best decisions I've ever taken in my entire life. I'm so grateful to have done it. I'm so grateful to have had the support to do it. And I'm so grateful to have almost lost 50 pounds. My life is really very different than it was already. With that said, I think that some YouTube videos, like watching everyone's progress, was really, first of all, I'm very happy, of course, for everyone and how well everyone's doing, but I couldn't help but feel like I was really performing below average. And, most people I would watch that had reached the 5 month point have lost 70 pounds or more or had passed their 100, considering maybe that they had lost some before and whatever. Like, I only lost a few pounds, but I just, was getting so frustrated. I'm like, what the F is going on? Like, why is it that I am losing weight so slowly, And for a period of time, I broke the cardinal rule, which is like everyone says you should start working out right away, and I wasn't, and I admit it. The last month and a half or so, I have been. I go to the gym 4 times a week. I do toning exercises at home. Like I'm doing predominantly cardio with an emphasis on fat burning stuff, and I'm working really hard. I'm working out harder than I ever have in my entire life. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I am eating 1,200 or less calories a day. I don't know if that's on the high end or not, but I feel comfortable with that number. I'm just and my weight is just not budging. It's just not budging. Like what happens every single time is that I lose for roughly 3 weeks, and even those losses are not remarkable. Like the highest that we'll get is 2.2 pounds loss, and then I will be lucky if I lose zero point 0.8 or less, and it teeters back and forth between the same weight for 4 weeks. So I'll go from maybe 3 weeks of losing to 4 weeks of stalling. And this cycle has happened 3 or 4 times now. And I'm only 5 months out, and everyone's like, oh, I'm approaching a year, the honeymoon phase is gonna end, whatever. I'm like, my honeymoon phase ended after the first month. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, and like I said, I think watching so many videos, even though I'm so happy for other people's successes and to get tips and to be part of the whole community, but it was just really getting to me. I'm like, what is it? And I think that my body is just stubborn as shit. I think it just it just is even beforehand, it was always, obviously it was really hard for me to lose weight, which is one of the reasons that I decided to do the surgery in the first place. But I just, especially now that I'm working out so much, I'm like, what is it? What could it be? I'm not a person, I'm going to admit this at least, I'm not a person that's going to, never indulge a little bit because I had surgery. Like if there's something I could have that's maybe not like 100% by the book, like I'm not going to beat myself up about that. It's not saying that I don't eat rice, I don't eat pasta, I don't eat heavy things, I don't eat anything that's like considered on the bad list. Maybe like my vice is chocolate, in which case I've gotten like special dark chocolate. I'll have a block or two. Like I don't feel like that's something that I should feel so guilty about. That would like lead me to performing so poorly on my weight loss, you know? So, anyway, I just took my measurements and like because it's today's the 14th, my surgery is the 15th, so tomorrow is my 5 month, and I just won't have time to do them tomorrow, so I did it right now, and like there was minimal change from last month. I'm just feeling like freaking pissed, like sorry. Like I don't know what it is. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because I feel better. I'm like I know I'm more fit. Like I know my body looks different, but like I still have this huge stomach that even before, like when I was at this weight, I didn't have. Like I just don't know maybe my body's different now. I really don't know what it is, guys. But I'm just frustrated. Like I'm like if this is happening now, what's gonna happen in another 6 months or at a year after that? Like is it just gonna stop entirely? Like I really don't know what to do. So I have a follow up with my doctor on like next month, in a few weeks. So I'm gonna bring it up to her and see what she says and see maybe there's something I'm missing or I just don't know. And I'm really gonna work on myself to not benchmark my progress against everyone else's because I know that that's a fatal flaw and everyone's body is different at the end of the day and mine is just stubborn as hell. My family is like originally from this like small village in the mountains overseas somewhere and so there's like because it's a small village there's only like a few families that make up that village and my family is known they're always known to be like stubborn and I'm like even my effing body is stubborn. I'm like what is this insanity? It's like nope, we want you to stay as insulated as possible. Like oh you removed 80% of your stomach, not my problem, you stay as thick as possible. But I mean, otherwise, I have to say, like, things are going really, really well. I just started a new job. I think the last video I made, I talked about interviewing for this position, and very luckily, a few weeks later, I got the job, and yesterday was my first day, and I'm so excited about it. It's a really wonderful opportunity for me, and I had to try on clothes. I've been like literally dreading going to the supermarket, not to the supermarket, to the to the mall just because I was so afraid of going and like finding like I didn't want to have misaligned expectations. So, but I did try on some stuff and I was like, I don't look half bad actually. Like I felt really good. Like I said, I'm very grateful for losing almost 50 pounds. Like I never thought that would happen, but um, I guess just like the comparison piece had got to me. But the outfits I wore, like I really felt great in them. I felt like I didn't look like I no longer looked like the bulging person that I was before. Like I felt like obviously I look overweight, which I am still, of course, but like I just felt more like streamlined and I felt more comfortable, like even physically, like the regular things that you don't think about, like going up and down the stairs. Like I have to park at a train station and go up this huge staircase and go down. Like it's kind of annoying, but I used to get like so out of breath, and I'll never forget a few months ago, the train was coming and I had to run to get it. And this woman walks by me who's literally 9 months pregnant, like her stomach's out to here, and she sprints up the stairs. And she made that train, and I was just like, like heaving up and down the thing. I mean, I think I made it at the last second, but like, you know, and that was post surgery, but it was like at the beginning. And so, like, I know I've improved drastically since then, and like I've seen my cardiovascular endurance increase. Like I've been able to do a lot more cardio than I was without like feeling like I'm gonna pass out. Like I know I'm doing better. It's just it's like again, like I said, like getting into that zone where you compare to other people, and I was really doing that a lot, and and again, I want to emphasize, I don't want to sound like a hater. I'm really, really, really happy and proud of people that are doing so great. I just don't know why. I don't know why I'm not sharing the same progress. And the other big thing that's going on with me is that I had a big breakup a few weeks ago. Um, so that's another change. So I'm really trying, I think that kind of like in a weird way helped me channel into going out, not going out, into working out because it really like, it was like really good like for emotionally and it was a good way to distract myself and whatever. So like that's partially to thank for that. Um, but, but yeah. Oh, and the other good thing about like going back to work now, I feel it's really going to help me get into a routine better, like especially with eating, because ever since surgery, I haven't been working, because I was finishing up my thesis, and I was home, and like my time was very like abstract, and I didn't have a schedule. But now I'm really hoping that this will be like I'll be a person that meal preps every day, or like for the week, and I can just take my lunch with me, and um, I can just get on track. So there's definitely a lot of positive changes. I'm sorry for the long bitching video. I just was feeling frustrated, but I'm also very happy about my progress, very happy about the new things in my life, really grateful and really happy. It was getting to me that I wasn't doing as well as others. And I'm hoping to just kind of get over that and, persist in having a much healthier lifestyle because working out makes me feel better. I'm not going to lie. Like, even stress wise, like breathing, sleeping, everything, I feel better. I'm never going to stop doing that, hopefully. Like, knock on wood, wherever it is, knock on wood. But I just wish I could feel the results that come with that, because ultimately, a big part of the surgery is, losing the weight. Like, yeah, you want to become healthier or whatever by losing a percentage, which I have. But you need the encouragement a little bit. Like you need to feel like you see those numbers drop to help you stay motivated to move forward. And so, anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna keep on it and see where it gets me, and and that's it. So also, please forgive my hot mess appearance. I was not gonna do this right now, but I was like, you know what, just go for it. And excuse the whining. And I hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day, if it's your thing. I hope everyone's doing well, and hopefully I will catch up with all y'all soon. Bye!